So I heard Mary talking about books. And so as you know, I use books a lot. I also watch movies. But I'm thinking, what is it about books that's special? And it's I can set the pace. I can set the pace. I can read and I can stop and I can reflect. And another thing I love about especially the 10:30 meeting or Zoom meeting today is that we are a group of people that read only one chapter, and we reflect on it, and then we share our insights. And that group is one of the highlights of my week, I have to say. Okay, so here we are. You know the format. We start with wisdom from others. Even though I often work as a teacher and a facilitator, I remind myself that my number one job is to be a student of yoga or a student of life. Okay, so what does Dalai Lama have to say today? Looking at problems from different angles actually lessens the mental burden. From the Buddhist viewpoint, every event has many aspects, and naturally, one event can be viewed from many, many different angles. It is very rare or almost impossible that an event can be negative from all points of view. Therefore, it is useful when something happens to try to look at it from different angles, and then you can see the positive or beneficial aspects. Moreover, if something happens, it is very useful immediately to make a comparison with some other event or with the events of other people and other nations. This is also very helpful in sustaining your peace of mind. Okay, so what I heard from Dalai Lama was that when something happens, my immediate reaction might be negative or positive because I see it from a certain viewpoint. If I can step out of my viewpoint and see it from a different angle, I'll see something else. And if I can walk around the event and see it from all viewpoints, I will see from every angle, the situation is going to look different. My own experience is that this is my go-to viewpoint. It's fairly easy to step like one step to the right and one step to the left. But to go all the way over to the direct opposite, that's hard. And that is why I'm practicing day after day, week after week, month after month, and especially with others. Okay, so finding your seat, sitting up tall, maybe bring awareness to your feet, lifting the heels, lifting the toes, bringing the mind to this present moment. The body is already here, but the mind can be all over the place. That's what the mind does. And then coming to stillness, maybe bring awareness to your breathing. Noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. And then bringing your awareness to these two sitting bones. Maybe shifting or transferring your weight from one to the other, knowing at least you have two parts in your body, and at least we can see a situation from at least two perspectives, from the left and from the right. I would suggest from the left, neutral, and from the right. So we all have access to at least 3 points of view. And then come back to stillness. And then bring your awareness up to the crown of your head. Maybe use your fingers to gently connect to the crown of the head, and then push the crown of the head up towards the sky. That kind of lengthens the neck a little bit. Tuck the chin. Pit of the belly goes in and up. And then imagine how you drop down to midbrain, mind's eye, third eye. What do you see? And then placing your hands on your knees and starting the cat-cow movement. Maybe add the breathing. Exhale and round. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, round. Inhale into your back bend. And then finding neutral again. And then adding those blinking, bubbling stars. Like look at your hands. Remember how many times those fingers and hands have helped you, supported you. Bring all the way up, clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten those elbows, breathe. And then start the side bending. And then eventually release the hands and reach. Reach and notice how the sides of the body or the sides of the body are opening up. Stretching the skin, stretching the lungs. The ribs are flexible and allows the lungs to move as they are also protecting the lungs. They're protecting and also allowing them to move. And then reach up, turn to your right, let the arms go out wide, and then look behind you. So imagine a situation or something that happened. If you look at that situation from a different angle, what do you see? And then release, shake it out, lift the shoulders a few times. And then blinking, bubbling stars, all the way up, clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten those elbows, breathe. And then reach and reach and reach. Open up the side of the body, notice the skin, notice the ribs, notice the lungs. Even if you can't feel the lungs, you can think about the lungs. Oh, I'm so happy that you guys are helping me breathe. And then reach, turn, let the arms go wide, look behind you. So from this perspective, what does that situation look like? And then release, shake it out, lift the shoulders. Okay. Now look at your hand. Find a color, maybe that you like. Feel the paint. And then draw a beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. And then release. And then look at the other hand. And then find another color that you really like. Another color that you really like. And then paint another beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. And then release. And then shifting from side to side. So looking at a situation from the left and from the right, from the left and from the right. What do you see? And then maybe swim forward. And then swim backwards. And then let the knee and the elbow connect. Knee and elbow connect. So what would happen if you connected to someone that has a different point of view? What would happen? Or how do you connect with someone who has a different point of view? And then cross the midline. And even if you went one step further and crossed over the midline, how would you do that? How would you connect with someone who has a very different point of view from yours? Okay, and then bring knee and elbow together. Stay there. And then try the other side, knee and elbow together, and stay here. Breathe. And this time, if you can, bring both knees and elbows together for a balancing posture. And release. Okay, blinking, bubbling stars again. All the way up, clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. Now, this time, imagine your arms as wings and fingers as feathers. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, release the arms and let those wings spread out wide, wide, wide. And then you soar through the air, through the sky. And then you turn palms up to fly up even higher. And then dive down. Inhale to fly up. Exhale down. Inhale, fly up. And this time, exhale, dive. And then bring your hands behind your back. And then stay there. Breathe into the shoulders, where your wings connect to your body. Maybe imagine your breath as warm, healing, rinsing, cleaning water. Maybe there's some oil in that water that makes the joints very smooth. And then release one arm, bring it all the way up, place the hands in between the shoulder blades, and then the other one, place it on top. And feel how you are connecting to the back of your heart. You're connecting to the back of your heart, maybe healing the past. Maybe you are healing your past. And then release down. Now, place your feet a little bit wider than your mat, and then start transferring the weight from sitting bone to sitting bone. So we have access at least to 2, I would suggest 3 perspectives. It would be left, neutral, and right. And then start moving in bigger circles. So what would happen if you could see a situation from all perspectives, and then go the other way? I'm not sure it's humanly possible to do that. That might be something that God or the universe can do. But maybe we can try, and then go the other way. And then maybe go diagonal. And move in all kinds of ways that maybe would allow you to see something from a different perspective. We don't have to agree with the perspective. We can see it from someone else's perspective and say, okay, I see what you mean, and we can still disagree. And then come back, bring the feet together in Tadasana feet, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And then lift that right knee up, creating circles, opening up the hip joint, releasing memories from the past. Many emotions are kind of stuck in the hips, and we want to bring those emotions up to the surface and process them. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine, breathe. And then release the head down. Inhale, come back up. Place the foot on top of that knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Maybe use that elbow to guide the knee out slightly. And then let slide the knees together. If the right leg is on top, then the right arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then think about something that you really appreciate about yourself. And then find eagle arms, your version of eagle arms. Maybe bring that foot behind the ankle. Hands go away from the forehead. Maybe bring the fingertips up towards the sky. You can kind of peek up or look up towards the sky. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, let those wings fly. Let that bird fly away, and then land back on a mountain top. And then we start again. Releasing memories and emotions from the left hip. Feel them, process them, release. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, breathe. And then place the left hand on the floor in front of the face, right hand on the knee, lengthen the spine, inhale, exhale, and then push into your hands to twist a little deeper, maybe look up towards the sky. And then inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. What would happen if you took a different perspective? And then release down, let the head be heavy. Inhale, come up. Get ready for the other side. You know where we're heading. There's no rush. And then place the right hand on the floor, left hand on that knee. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, twist, maybe look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And then release down, let the head be heavy. Inhale, come back up. And then place the left foot on the right knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Open up the toes. And then bring the knees together. Left arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. Maybe think about something that you're proud of. Something that you're proud of. And then find your version of eagle arm. So this would be seated eagle. Hands go away from the floor. Maybe bring the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Breathe. And then start imagining, what kind of bird are you? What kind of bird are you? And then release that bird. Let that bird fly. Let that bird fly, and then eventually landing on the next mountain top. Okay, let's build some strength in the legs. So come up and pick a number. I always pick 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up, and we're going to do it one more time. So come back up and then pick a number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. And then come back up to standing. And then we're going to stay standing. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. And then a little bit of side bending. And then reach and reach, reach, reach. And then let the arms go. Just let the arms go. And then a little bit twisting. And then let the knee connect to the elbow. And then crossing the midline. And then hands on your hips. Like, I can do this. And then lift to the side. And this time, lean and lift, lean and lift. Maybe place a hand on your belly. Notice your breathing. And then try the other side. Lean and lift. Lean and lift. Place the hand on your belly. and then release. Now, think about something that you want to push away, something that you need to push away. It could be fear, it could be something else. So pick something that you need to push away. You open up the hands, feel your strength, and push that away. Push it away, push it away, push it away, push it away. And then whatever you're pushing away is going to try to come back in, and it's going to be hard to resist. Feel that, and then push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back, like you mean it. And then kick, kick, kick. You really want whatever it is to stay away, stay away, stay away. And after a while, the pressure is going to lessen and you can release and you can breathe again. And then good things come in. And that's when we celebrate with sun salutation. This time I'm going to do the sun salutation without the chair. So I'm going to start with my feet hip distance apart. That gives me a little bit more stability. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. A small bend in the knees. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was two. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. And then stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. And release. Okay, now big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. We're going to step back to warrior one. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you with your toes and then your heel. Building warrior one from the ground up. Everything is pointing forward. We are simply observing. And then add some blinking, bubbling stars. Place your hand in your back pocket. Bring your awareness to your heart space. Heart space. What do you feel? And then transfer the weight forward. Place the hands on the chair. Pick up that back foot. Pick up the opposite hand. And then add some movement. And then hand comes back, feet comes back together, bend and come back up to standing. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth with the toe and then the heel. Simply observing. Add some blinking, bubbling stars. Place your hands in your back pockets. Bring your awareness to your heart space. What is it that your heart desires? And then transfer the weight forward, pick up that back foot, pick up the opposite hand, and then adding some movement. And then hand comes down, feet comes together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Okay, stepping back to warrior two. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. Open up the pelvic half, finding warrior two. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. What did you learn from the past? And then take that experience with you into the future. And how can you plan better for the future? And then come back to the present moment. What is one thing? What is one thing that you can do today? Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, and then bring maybe the hand to the chair, Trikonasana. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can bring the gaze from the floor to the wall and all the way up towards the ceiling. Maybe let the arm come up too. What does your ceiling look like? And then bring the hand down, bring the gaze down, bend the front knee, and find warrior two again. Bring the hands to the chair, pick up that back foot, look at the toes. Look at your toes. Maybe take that same hand off the chair. Maybe bring it up towards the ceiling. Bring the hand down, bring the gaze down, bring the feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half. Finding warrior two on the other side. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. And then move forward. Think about the future, do some planning into extended side angle. And then step back again. So if you're going to make that happen, what do you need to do today? And then place the hands on the chair, pick up the back foot, look at the toes. Maybe take the same hand off the chair. Same hand off the chair. Hand comes back, feet, gaze comes down, feet together. Bend your knees and come back up to standing. Okay. Starting in mountain posture. So here you are at the top of the mountain. Maybe that bird landed on the top of the mountain. Drop the seed. And then we're going to grow a tree. So transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. And then start to grow that tree of yours. So what does your tree look like? And then finding your way back down to the mountain top. And then transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. And then start growing a tree on that other side. And then finding your way back to your mountaintop. Okay, now bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Spread the toes, hands on the chair, and then release the knees down. Stay there. Open up those toes. Now, take your hand, find some, pick a color that you like, and then really get that paint all over your hand. And then draw, and then paint something. And then maybe bring your hand down and paint that heel. Put that favorite color on your heel. And then find your way back. And then look at your other hand. And you can take the same color or a different color and then paint with that color. And then find your heel and put that color that you like on your heel. And then find your way back. Now take both your hands and maybe you take two colors and you mix them. Maybe you take two colors that you like and you mix them together. Mix them together. And then painting. And then you can place your hands in your back pockets or maybe finding both heels. And then come back up. And now I untuck the toes, bring the knees wide, big toes to touch, and then release into child's posture. Inhale, come up. And then clasp your hands, create that stable triangle. So a stable support, tuck your toes. Let's do a little bit of strengthening here. Okay, tuck the toes, engage the core, lean into your support, and then lift the knees just an inch off the floor. Stay there. And then release the knees back. Okay, let's try that again 2 more times. Lean into your support, engage the core, lift the knees off just an inch. Breathe. Release. 1 more time. Okay, lean into the support, engage the core, lift the knees. And release. Okay, this time we're going to go all the way up to dolphin posture. It starts the same way. Lean into the support, engage the core, lift the knees and come all the way up. Walk your feet towards the chair, stay there. Let the armpits move towards your legs. Breathe. Dolphin posture. And then bend the knees and come up, back up to standing. Okay, now I'm going to read from Dalai Lama again. And then we'll do a seated meditation together. Looking at problems from different angles actually lessens the mental burden. From the Buddhist viewpoint, every event has many aspects, and naturally, one event can be viewed from many, many different angles. It is very rare or almost impossible that an event can be negative from all points of view. Therefore, it is useful when something happens to try to look at it from different angles. And then you can see the positive or beneficial aspect. Moreover, if something happens, it is very useful immediately to make a comparison with some other event or with the events of other people or other nations. This is also very helpful in sustaining your peace of mind. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of a longer meditation. So 12, 13 minutes, a bit longer than we usually do. So sitting up tall, finding your seat. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Maybe roll the shoulders a little bit. Let the shoulders be wide, the neck is long. Slightly tuck the chin, the back of the neck is kind of long. You can close your eyes, or you can have a low gaze. And then if you want to bring awareness to breathing, noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. And then if you want to, you can reflect on the words of the Dalai Lama. Okay, so now I'm going to be quiet for about 12, 13 minutes. So let's do this together. Here we go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Place your hands in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Gently bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.